After an overnight bus journey on a long and windy road, we were blocked by a protest just outside of our destination in Chiapas for 2 whole hours. The protesters didn't want to cause us harm, but wanted to raise awareness of their issue. The government had taken away the homes of 420 families all the way back in 2009, and they still haven't provided them with new homes or compensation. Roadblocks in Mexico and Central America are common, and this was my first experience, but certainly won't be my last. Anyway, we eventually made it to San Cristóbal de las Casas, and I can't wait for you to see just how amazing Chiapas is. Just watch. Amber, chocolate, coffee. Those are 3 of the highest quality products that you can find in this region of Mexico. You also find a drink called posh, which people use in religious ceremonies, usually alongside Coca-Cola as well. And of course, just like everywhere in Mexico, you find tacos, gringas, quesadillas, all the typical kinds of Mexican food that you can make with tortillas. And another thing that I found here that was really nice was the chipilin plant, which they put in soups to provide really great health benefits. Now we come to what is probably my favourite part of this whole video, because I get to show you the amazing experience that is the boat trip going through the Sumidero Canyon. I had such an amazing time. The boat trip was about 2 hours and it was worth every second. So I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to let you enjoy the ride and take in all the amazing views, the wildlife and the nature that we see on the way. I hope you enjoy. similar to tejate, this is a Chiapas version, which is a maize and cacao drink. And you'll also find tascalate, which I'll show you later on in the video. It's really tasty, and if you ever come here, you have to try one. Right, so Molly and I got up really early on this day to go to Chinkultic, and I found the neatest and tastiest tamale I've ever eaten in my life. It was 15 pesos, so like 50p on the side of the road in Comitán, and I just had to share. Here we are in Chinkultic. Apart from the people that work here, we are the only people here. We got here by taxi collectivo and an awkward hitchhike situation. And yeah, it's free jokes. And in case you're wondering how we managed to be the only two visitors there that morning, well, it was because I read local Mexican news that this archaeological site had literally just opened up again after COVID. No one else knew about it, so I knew no one else would be there, and we had such a great time having the whole place to ourselves. It's also probably because it's not so easy to get around this part of Mexico without a car, but we were lucky and we managed to hitchhike with some friendly travelers, and we got to see these amazing lakes that are very nearby. After a long day, I treated myself to a tapa selection of street food, so a tamale, elote, and some cheesecake that a woman was selling just outside the front door of her house. Just about 4 hours north of San Cristóbal, there's a place called Palenque, which has an amazing archaeological site that you could walk around for just over an hour, and a nearby jungle with a forgotten temple, as well as waterfalls in the area that you can visit, and really dense jungle. So this is a very, very cool part of Mexico to visit, and nothing like where I'm from in London. Always good to finish an adventure with some tequila before the next one. Deep in the jungle of Lacandon, which straddles the border of Mexico and Guatemala, you find the archaeological site of Yaxchilan, which is only possible to reach by boat. That was the territorial growl of the howler monkey. It's the first sound I heard on my first morning at 5 a.m. in the jungle, and it really scared me. To me, it sounds more like a dinosaur growl, and honestly, when we were walking through the jungle, I felt like I was in Jurassic Park. The last place I want to show you in Chiapas is the archaeological site of Bonampak, which has some of the best preserved Mayan murals in all of Mexico. Oh yeah, you're right in it, mate. You're right in it.
That view is insane.
Isn't it? If you're thinking of visiting Mexico and you want the real jungle experience, do not miss out Chiapas. You get to see amazing wildlife. I discovered some new animals I didn't even know existed, and it holds a really special place in my heart. I love Chiapas.